In one word, in just one word, Jonas, what is your professional style?
Intense.
I'm here with Jonas Falk, who's the founder and CEO of Organic Life. And Organic Life basically feeds school kids in Chicago.
We do. We serve about 3 million kids healthy school lunches every single day in the Chicagoland area.
So how did you get into that? It's a kind of an unusual thing to start right out of school.
I was always into restaurants and food service. You know, my family doesn't take vacations to sightsee. We take vacations to eat. And all we planned is, you know, what's for lunch after breakfast and what's for dinner after lunch. And so I went to Michigan State to study hotel restaurant management, and I wrote my business plan for my healthy school lunch program I was going to build, and our food service management company that was going to do great things in the school field.
How did the paper do?
Paper got a D, so it was probably more a result of my writing than the actual paper.
Well, because the plan obviously is working, and so what you do is you go out and you bid on contracts. So let's say I'm Michael High School Inc., right, or whatever.
Exactly.
And I have, you know, what, a couple of thousand students, and you would come to me and you would do what?
Well, there's actually a bid process. It's a federal bid, and so competitors will line up and you'll tour the school and see the grounds, and you'll put together your comprehensive proposal for what we're going to do for the school. And we built a program that sets us apart from our competitors to put a more restaurant-oriented food service cafeteria in the school.
So if you were providing the meals to my school and I was a student, what could I look forward to eating?
Oh, every day you'd have an option of 8 or 10 restaurant quality stations, from our Viva Burrito, our Mexican Chipotle-like station, to Vietnamese sushi station, Greek, American, pizzeria, the works. The kids have choices every day.
And this is all healthy?
This is all healthy. Everything's cooked from scratch. We don't use any frozen foods, canned foods. Everything's processed, you know, for the last 30 or 40 years, and we just said we're going to bring real chefs in who know how to cook, and we're going to make everything from scratch.
Now, how can you do that and compete on price? I mean, you mentioned some of your competitors. You should tell our viewers you're competing against some big companies.
Big billion-dollar companies are who we compete against every day. I just think our model was more to bring chefs in who know how to cook, and we banked on the fact that more kids were going to come in to eat every single day if the food was great. And so it was a risk we took, but generally we see about twice the amount of kids eat in all of our contracts as opposed to our competitors, and that's where we're able to keep our prices down and keep the kids happy.
So your food has to be good, or else your business doesn't succeed.
Exactly. Every day it has to be good, otherwise kids don't line up and our business model doesn't work.
And how do you do that with quality control? Are you like, you have a mystery shopper or a mystery student that comes in and orders?
Kids will tell you if the food's not good. You'll hear right away. You know, complaints are something you hear every day in the restaurant business. No news is good news, and so we're pretty adept at keeping in pace with what the kids want.
How many schools are you in at the moment?
We're in about 400 schools in the state.
And only in Illinois?
Only in Illinois, although this year we're expanding out to some neighboring states of Illinois, Ohio, Indiana, Wisconsin.
So if we were sitting down here in 5 years, where would you like to be? Where would you, nationwide?
Nationwide, that's the plan, to keep moving the brand and our philosophy and serving great food to kids all over the country. Jonas,
we only have a minute or so left. So if you had any advice for somebody who was, you know, wanted to start a business, and you started a fairly successful one at a very young age, what would that advice be? What was the sort of biggest thing that you didn't know then that you know now?
I would say don't think. You know, we didn't know a lot of things when we first got started, but we knew what we wanted to do, and you just have to go for it. You know, if you think about all the roadblocks, you're never going to get started. You just need to go for it and keep at it, and things will work.